Hey crew, hey my loves, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm very happy to bring you a classic pick a card reading on the topic, what is your person thinking and feeling about you right now? This reading applies to those of you in situationships, in broken connections, in connections that are ongoing, but you might like some more detail, to anyone that has a special person on their heart, in their mind, in this period. This is the reading for you. Keep in mind the messages are timeless, even though I am filming them with the current energy of the growing new moon in Libra in the month of September 2022. But this applies to you the moment you stumble upon it through the gracious law of serendipity, the law of happy accidents. So I have here for you 6 different options to choose from. These are 6 essential oils. Essential oils are excellent to calm your mood. They are wonderful ways in which you can transmute energy from a negative feeling. You can suddenly switch into a more positive mood. They are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant. They have a lot of wonderful cleansing properties. So I just thought I would use them as some sort of positive markers for you to choose from. It could be that the essential oil that you unconsciously feel drawn towards might have some characteristics of the person on your mind. I need to show you the options here for you. So we have here for group 1, this oil is called Lychea cubeba, but this is more commonly known as Mai Chang. It's cultivated in Asia. So that's for group 1. Then for group 2, we have here lemon essential oil. For group 3, we have sweet fennel essential oil. For group 4, we have vetiver essential oil. And yes, the markings are in Romanian because I am Romanian. We have here as well lavender essential oil. And for group 6, we have mint. Okay. If you guys are new to my channel, I need to tell you that I like to pre-select the oracle cards, and I live shuffle usually from a tarot deck of my choice. I have here for you guys today the Mariel Tarot. I live shuffle and then use a combination of pre-selection and live shuffle because I like to get quicker into the messages without spending too much time shuffling in front of the camera. Everything you see here today is linked in the description box below, minus the essential oils, but you can actually find the tarot decks and the oracle decks linked below. Each time you click on the Amazon link, I also earn a small commission. So by helping yourself, you also help me and this channel grow. I do want to give you a great big hug, my loves. Thank you so much for purchasing things from my tarot and oracle wish list, and I will gratefully give you tarot readings in return if you do so. Thank you so much for supporting my website, thespiritualsocial wordpress.com. Thank you so much for following me on Instagram, where I update at a much quicker pace than I can here online on the Spiritual Social. I give you pick a card readings and astrological advice and a glimpse into my personal life for those of you that are curious about that. And thank you so much for also following me on my second channel, Eden, where I post a variety of readings, a variety of calming sessions. I have a series called Eroslit, where I read you some erotic stories while I sip on some fine wine. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, I'm just very full of gratitude in this period. And I just want to give you all a great big hug. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's get into it. Let's find out what is your person thinking and feeling about you in this period. Hey group 1, welcome to your pick a card reading on the topic of what is your person thinking and feeling. This is for those of you that were drawn to the Lychea cubeba very special essential oil. This is also known as Mai Chang. I can already tell that your person can be somebody quite rational, quite intellectual, always up and ready to get up and go, filled with projects, maybe a very ambitious type A kind of personality. They're very orderly, they like structure. They could work for a traditional institution. They are a person that is almost like an architect, like a builder. They appreciate conditions, they appreciate following social rules. They might be Asian or have some sort of Asian heritage, or you could be Asian because you were drawn to the Mai Chang essential oil. So let's find out, what is this person first of all thinking about you, and then we're going to get into their feelings part. Okay, Spirit for group 1. Okay. As some other tarot readers like to say, the tea is hot. So what we have here is a person that is trying to get over a betrayal, piece of information that they might have received from you where they believe that you lied to them. They somehow project onto you a lot of worries, fears of betrayal. It might not even be a projection. In some cases, it could actually be the fact that you guys had a misunderstanding. This person thought that you were lying to them and you blocked each other. This is a gate that is tightly shut, but since this card is reversed, it's kind of like there's an opening. Somebody wants to push this gate open. Somebody wants to remove the block or the lock of the gate in this case and tread this beautiful path towards the castle again, you see. If you open the gate, you can walk up towards this ivory tower. So they're trying to overcome deceitfulness. They're trying to overcome lying to themselves, lying to you, or they're trying to overcome a limiting understanding of you that they had where they believed that you lied to them. Yeah. It's a variety of situations. I'm reading for a whole group, so I want to give you all the options that I see happening here. There is a portal. I think that the autumnal or spring equinox, depending where in the world you find yourself, in the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere, I have a feeling that it opened this energetic portal for you guys to communicate again, because the Eight of Swords, swords is communicative energy, represents air signs energy. So communication that could happen online, on the telephone, on a social media app. I feel like this person is seeking some sort of clarity from you, or wanting, at least thinking that they want to talk to you, and they want to overcome the deceit, overcome the betrayal that happened between the two of you, or at least this is what they think happened between the two of you. You might have a different opinion. Now we have here the Nine of Cups, blocked. So they made a wish, they idealized this connection. This connection made them happy, but now they're trying to overcome that sense of I missed my chance, my wish did not come true. I feel that they find it hard in this period to make themselves happy, and they might want to reach out and talk to you because you somehow made each other happy. You managed to calm this person's anxieties. You managed to quiet their overthinking. The Nine of Cups can also be a little bit of a selfish, self-contained card. It's like, I'm happy by myself. I don't need anyone else. Thank you very much, you know? And I feel that this person in the spirit is realizing that I am not actually happy on myself. I need a companion in my life. I need a partner. And you're heavily on their mind in this period. So they're thinking that they might want to connect with somebody, that somebody can also contribute to their happiness. It's not just giving happiness to themselves. I have a feeling this person is coming to the realization that they can make their wishes come true, their emotional wishes come true, if they share their energy with somebody else, you. And then we also have here, oh wow, 444. When I said that, to me, 444 or 444 is a grandmaster number. It represents spiritual foundations, good luck, and growth, because I associate it with the energy of Jupiter. And we have Jupiter energy here, right the moment when I picked up the card. So this is the Wheel of Fortune, which is a little bit stuck. It seems like this person's thoughts are keeping him or her in a repetitive loop. It's like they know something is not working, but they can't untangle the thing that is blocking the wheel. They can't push or make things move again. They're struggling with a sense of abundance. They're struggling with the idea that there is plenty in the world. They might be feeling not good enough. They might be feeling unlucky in love, cursed. They definitely feel that they missed an opportunity with you. Well, we're talking here about their thoughts, not their feelings. This person can sometimes confound their feelings with their thoughts. They could have contradictory feelings to what they're thinking. Their thoughts at the moment are very heavy, I have to admit. They feel unlucky, They feel like they missed an opportunity, like their wish did not come true, and they feel like you betrayed them, you lied to them, but yet they want to open up towards this communication. So because I've unblocked the first card, I'm going to unblock the second card, so may it be. And I'm going to unblock the Wheel of Fortune for you guys, so may it be. So that hopefully this lotus, the flower of awakening, is going to give them a fresh perspective. And it's going to help this person move forward, move towards you. They could surprise you with the actions they will take because she's blindfold, which means that you might not see that this person is going to make a comeback in your life, that they will suddenly surprise you with some sort of communication. They are feeling like they have been blindsided. They might have even thought you are a narcissist and they accused you of gaslighting them or manipulating them. I'm not saying that you are, my boo. I'm pretty sure that if you're part of my spiritual crew, my spiritual family, you're not that kind of an individual. But I feel that this person projected some sort of inner darkness onto you. We have here Hanuman, which is the god of good luck, merriment. It is the cosmic monkey that spins the wheel of fortune. The cards speak to each other so beautifully. We have the protection of the Ankh, the religious symbol that represents death and rebirth. And we also have here Scorpio energy. So maybe a person that can get into their feelings so intensely sometimes that they might not communicate this to other people. They might just pull the trigger on certain connections, thinking that they know best, and then they live to regret their actions because they were too impulsive. Speaking of their feelings, let's see right now how their feelings contrast or support their thoughts. They're actually feeling quite romantic towards you. They might want to extend some sort of forgiveness, the olive branch. They think that you would be a great partner. You make them laugh. They feel like they can be themselves. We have Gemini energy here, and Gemini is the sign of the twins. It's the sign of the counterparts. It's the sign of the major arcana energy, the lovers. So this is about communicating, making a decision together that will make you both quite happy. They feel super romantic towards you. They want to make a bold, affectionate move towards you because we have the roses and they're also pink. And pink speaks about passion combined with purity because pink is a combination of white and red. So they have these lusty feelings towards you. You rile them up inside their body, but it's also reaching their heart. It's not just, they're not only thinking and feeling you with their loins, yeah? They feel grateful that they have met you. I mean, to put it very bluntly, very simply, they feel grateful that they have met you, that you appeared in their life, that you talked to them and made them very happy, and they're wishing on a star. They're wishing on a star. They want the stars to align so that you guys can come together again. So I feel like their feelings, and I was picking up on this contradictory energy, their feelings are much more optimistic than their thoughts. But let's see. Change. There's an inner storm brewing inside of them. Yeah, this person is really, their feelings are saying one thing and their thoughts are saying something else. Their mind is saying, no, block, delete, walk away. You don't care about this person. Plenty more fish in the sea, right? And their thoughts are like, but look, I feel so much for this person. I'm going through a whirlwind, a whirlpool. I can't. This person riles me up so much. They stir me. I feel so passionate. I feel so loving. So their feelings are pushing them towards a much needed change, a decision that they have been stalling. Their feelings are also pushing them out of the state of self-contented happiness. I'm by myself, I'm alone, thank you very much. I know who I am, I don't need anyone else. But their feelings are actually telling them otherwise. You do need somebody else. You're constantly being pulled in the direction of this individual. Yeah? Interesting. Let's see. The healer. You have a very soothing, calming energy. Very compassionate, very understanding, very giving. And they really, I feel like on some level they love that, and on some level they were a little bit shocked at the way you interacted with them. Maybe this is an individual that suffered at the hands of a lot of people in their lives, and they don't really feel like there is good to be seen in other people, especially if they have Scorpio in their chart. They tend to focus on people's darker energies before they can see the light in somebody else. They're very careful whom they trust, whom they love. They don't want to risk their hearts, because they put a lot of energy into whatever situation that they fall in love with. I'm also getting that this person wants to just come into your arms and rest. They want to just put their head on your shoulder, hug you deeply, and fall asleep on top of you. I feel like this person has been fighting with life. They've been fighting with themselves. They've been fighting in their personal connections. And it's time to put the sword down. It's time to come home and rest. It's time to eat a nourishing meal and fall asleep. You give them this sense of comfort. You show them the promise of healing. And this is the dog rose. So it's also about loyalty. I feel that with you, they might want to hang up their wild ways and just be loyal to you. But this is a transformation. This is something that their mind is actively fighting against. Travel. They could want to just pack their bags and come and see you. You could expect some sort of adventure. Definitely look forward to movement in this connection. This person's inner whirlpool, their inner landscape, is going to push them into making a move, taking some action. They can't resist it so much. I feel like the force of what they feel inside will eventually unblock this Wheel of Fortune, will bring back a lucky break in your connection, as something very heavy and burdensome is released. So for a lot of you, this person is going to make a really big move towards you. They might relocate from the place where they live right now and decide to be with you in a physical, steady commitment close to home. If you guys are in a long distance connection, they're going to release their job or their whatever they have built in that other location, and they're going to start anew with you. They see you as this leader, like you're the person that guides the connection. Whatever you do, whatever you say to them has a very strong impact, even if they might not show it. But you have a lot of power in this connection. You generally can change this person's mind, heart, and you can push them into action through what you say, through what you give to them, through your emotions. So when you show your emotions to this person, you push them into actions. When you are in this dreamy, receptive, emotional, private, kind of cozy, calm energy, and you speak almost like from this position of the High Priestess or the Hierophant, depending on your gender, I feel like you can help this person release something. More ways than one, right? They release burdens. You help them, you help lift them up spiritually. You help them make decisions as well. You help them let go of some karma, shed something that they have been holding on to that was harming them, but it felt familiar. So it's like they got accustomed to some pretty shitty situations, but now they're going to release that, release some toxic friends, release some maybe workplace responsibilities that they no longer resonate with, release a location in which the energy has changed and they no longer feel like they can fit in that environment, and they're going to make their way towards you. You will dream about this person first before actually seeing this person in reality. For those of you who are single, you're manifesting your lover, and this is an individual that is trying at the moment to regain their faith in love, their faith in life. They might want to start a family, because we see the roses, the rose pattern. We see it on her womb. You might feel ready, if you're a woman, to become a mama. Also, if you're a man, you might want to have your own baby. You might be seeking a woman that can help you achieve that dream. And it's coming. Yeah, so this is your person's thoughts and feelings for you, group 1. I hope you have enjoyed this. Make sure that you use this essential oil and let me know how you find it. I'm sending you lots of light and lots of love. Mwah! Ciao. Hey group 2, hello my loves. Welcome to a classic pick a card reading on the topic of how is your person thinking and feeling about you right now. This is for those of you that were drawn to the lemon essential oil, very fresh. Solar plexus energy, confident, expressive, expansive, optimistic, bright, luminous energy. You could be thinking of a person that is a light worker, somebody that is doing some sort of service for the collective that is helping them ascend, helping them open up spiritually. So let's find out. I'm going to shuffle some cards from the Mariel Tarot to first see their thoughts, okay? And then I'm going to show you the oracle cards to check their feelings. Yes, you're dealing with a very loving individual. Some of you are here asking about a same-sex person. I have here somebody that is at the moment feeling a little bit like they're shifting. They're shifting whatever they thought about you. They are changing their mind right now. So you can be happy because if there was some sort of disagreement, if there was some sort of obstacle, if the connection, you felt it in your soul that this person is significant to you, but nothing was moving forward, nothing was clear, I think that more clarity is about to come into your life. The Page of Swords is also, this speaks of a person that is just learning how to communicate. And if it's blocked, it's about letting go of the idea that you are a novice in communication. This person could have struggled with a sense of utmost self-consciousness when they were speaking and thinking. I think their thoughts come about very slowly and they're very methodical. They could even be afraid of thinking the wrong things. Maybe they're influenced by ideas of the law of manifestation, and they might try to block their thoughts. If they're having negative thoughts, they quickly change them into positive ones because they're afraid of manifesting drama or negative people. I'm also getting here a person that could actually struggle with some sort of mental health issue. They're trying to overcome something that they were recently diagnosed with, or they might not be diagnosed with, but they are showing the first symptoms of something that might require medication. It's an anxiety that is kind of affecting the way in which they perceive reality. Nonetheless, I see here that this person is heavily thinking about love. And they're thinking about this Queen of Cups. So you could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or you might embody this energy at the moment. Maybe the transit of a specific astrological planet is activating this Cancerian energy in your chart. It's making you more sensitive, more vulnerable, more in need of familiar things, more in need of protection in this period. It's getting you to focus about issues related to mothering, children, healing, having children or taking care of your inner child, mothering yourself or actually connecting deeper to your mother. There is a very attractive energy exuding from you. The Queen of Cups is one of the most beautiful cups. She's one of the most beautiful queens, mostly because her emotional cup is fulfilled. There could be a sense of impatience, wanting to get quicker to a certain message. Maybe you even want to fast forward this reading, and I highly recommend that you stop, take a deep breath in, and listen. Okay? Try not to fast forward, because you're just robbing your chance of establishing inner peace. In this day and age when everything is so fast and hardcore, give yourself some gentle, tender, loving care. That's the whole point of being here on the Spiritual Social. So, coming back to these cards, a person that is thinking about overcoming some negative thoughts with the power of love. And they think a lot about you and your capacity to get them to think more optimistically about life, to give them some sort of emotional plan, an emotional sort of leadership. They might listen to you. Maybe you have some sort of a channel, or you have a social media presence, or you have a podcast and you're preoccupied. You like to analyze emotions, relationships. You speak about healing, spirituality. And they love to listen to you. They love to absorb everything you do and you say, because it's healing their heart, and their heart has been incredibly tested and tried throughout their life. You're helping this person as well accept their sexuality, accept their body, accept their lusty desires. This person could have been shamed into feeling like desires, their body, sexuality, touching themselves is dirty or awful and they should never do it. And by coming in contact with your soothing, caring, almost like maternal energy, they understand that it's okay for them to give themselves pleasure, to receive pleasure, to see their body as a work of art, as a beautiful temple, rather than just a tool that they need to survive. Yeah. So their thoughts are preoccupied and they're very much focused on you. They think so much about you. We also have here the Six of Wands blocked, and this is Archangel Michael defeating the dragon. I also associate this with with Saint George. If you're Christian Orthodox, you might know the story of Saint George defeating the dragon in the name of God. So this speaks about overcoming lusty desires, overcoming, in this case, I don't think it's lusty desires because this person is quite emotionally and sexually repressed. This is more about overcoming fear, paranoia, a sense of persecution, a sense of they're out to get me, it's me against the world is unsafe, I need to barricade myself. This person feels a little bit like they might have lost a chance with you. Six of Wands block talks about a defeat rather than a victory. It talks about an incapacity to make a move towards you. You could be at a distance. They could not reach you. They could just see you someplace, but you are far away from them. Might be that it might be that you don't even know that this person has these feelings for you. You might not have even met this person. It's interesting. But for the majority of you, I think that you have a Virgo in your mind, or somebody that is Virgo dominant, because we have the Hermit here. And the Hermit speaks of a person that is quite socially isolated, removed. They have retreated from the social world because they are working on something important. And maybe you provide them with necessary moments of rest and relaxation, with pauses, with breaks. This could be a connection between an earth sign and a water sign. An earth sign that fantasizes heavily about his or her Queen of Cups and feels defeated. Maybe she rejected him. And it made him doubt everything he thought he knew about himself. And I'm saying this because the Hermit is male and the Queen of Cups is female here. And I do know that I'm reading for the majority of a group of women that are heterosexual. So I feel that at the moment this person is thinking that they are better off away from you. They feel defeated. They're trying to change their perspective. You are heavily on their mind. And they kind of idealize you, but there's something that is mentally blocking them from taking any action towards you because they just feel like you will reject them. Let's unblock the Six of Wands, shall we? Okay, so I feel that this person, now that we've unblocked this, will have the protection of Archangel Michael. We're going to summon Archangel Michael to come in and tickle this person's mind a little bit, relax it a little bit, so that they are able to understand that they can indeed overcome their demons. They are not at the mercy of darker forces, and they can escape from the Hermit stage by reconnecting with you. The whole point of the Hermit is I retreat in order to study so that I may come back and heal, so that whatever I have studied or researched while I was away from the public world, I can actually come back and share it with the masses. In this card, in the Mariel Tarot, you see the waves and the water, right? Well, it's because the Hermit in this interpretation is not only Virgo energy, but it's also Aquarius energy. And Aquarius is all about the mad scientist, the innovative inventor that comes up with a bright, brilliant idea that then can be watered down to the public, to the masses, to the world population, to the collective, and help them improve their lives. That's what Aquarius energy is all about, progress. how can I repair something? How can I fix? How can I improve? How can I invent something out of the blue that could benefit humanity and help lift them up? It's the Prometheus complex. Yeah. So we have here an individual that is trying to overcome some demons, and that is learning how to think differently about you. It's learning they're learning as well how to think differently about their own body, about desires, about lust, about sexuality. This could be a person that's heavily emotionally and sexually repressed, and they feel guilty or ashamed whenever they feel normal things. Whenever they feel a lot of attraction towards you, they might punish themselves. They might drink themselves to sleep, or smoke, or try to dissociate, or run around, or do a lot of things that are risky, because they think that feeling these kind of normal desires towards an object of their affection is somehow wrong or dirty or polluted. So this is their mental landscape. Let's see right now what their feelings for you are. The grape, abundance. Their feelings are overflowing. I think for the majority of you, you're here for a man. 1111, when I said that, wow, and I felt a fire in my sacral chakra. Oof, this person is so passionate about you, but he or she is trying to compartmentalize these feelings. It's like, if I can split my feelings from this wild inner fire that I'm feeling for you, if I can just compartmentalize them into small little grapes, I can control them. I will not be at the mercy of my feelings. But this is what this person needs to at the moment. They need to allow their inner passionate fire for you to help change their lives, to help liberate them from the prison of their own mind. The hero. They want to be your knight in shining armor, or the lady on a horse for you. They want to swoop in and just romance you. You make them so happy. You make them so ridiculously happy. You chose the lemon, and we see this color reflected here. Gorgeous. So to them, you are also a hero or a heroine. You're so brave and such a badass that you inspire them. It's, the hero and abundance. They feel so much for you. Yeah, they want to be your everything. It's so beautiful. Manifestation. Their emotions are getting the best of them, and God bless. Because you see here with the full moon and the spellcaster, they're manifesting you. It doesn't matter what their thoughts are saying to them at the moment. Increasingly they will find that their emotions will overflow their mainframe, and they are going to keep manifesting you, because the desire is becoming stronger and stronger. If you are in separation and you felt this person is indifferent, this cannot be further from the truth. The feelings between you and this person have been growing. You could be dealing here with a Sagittarius as well, yeah? Or you might be Sagittarius. You could have Sagittarius energy heavily in your chart. I see Virgo, I see Cancer, I see Pisces. We have here Gateway. The divine is intervening on your behalf. That's why this person is feeling so overwhelmed. That's why I felt the need to summon Archangel Michael in your reading to tickle this person's brain a little bit and help them relax into this love. Because to this person, you are a unicorn. They've never met anyone like you. You are unique, and no matter what they might have said, there might have been some disagreements, a conflict, a minor misunderstanding between you two. This person worships you. I think that they are in love with you. I will go so far as to say that they are in love with you. They might not know you fully, but it's like it could have been one of those crazy first love at first sight kind of moments. You instantly recognize what you mean to each other. It's a deeply spiritual connection in which you both grow. Even when apart from one another, you both grow and you keep thinking about each other. And the thought of the other person gives you courage to push your limits. And that's how you become braver, bolder, and you make some really powerful moves in your life. And then the final card that I have for you, Clarity, Mountains. Here you go, the clarity you've been seeking. This person is dreaming of you so much, and they're manifesting you through their dreams, through their emotions. Even if their thoughts seem to be a bit struggling, I feel like there is a barrier. There is a barrier breaking at the moment. This person could have been ultra rational in the past, ultra organized, but now they have to give in to their feelings. I'm getting a South Node in Virgo, North Node in Pisces kind of energy, or a South Node in Capricorn, North Node in Cancer. It's just, you know, they have to go with the flow. They're understanding that life is messy, that they don't need to control every little bit of detail, and that there is value in not controlling things, that actually things work out for them when they confess their feelings, when they blurt out what they feel and think, when they... I feel like crying, I don't know. This is really, really healing and beautiful. I feel like you're melting a glacier here. Maybe that's why I feel like crying, because it might have been a lot of effort on your part, group 2. Congratulations, this is the clarity you needed. This person loves you. Even if they're away from you, they love you. And you're pulling them in. You're pulling them in with your purity, with your light. You're pulling them in. Already they're finding it increasingly hard to resist you. It's like growing and growing day by day. So keep doing what you've been doing, especially at nighttime. Dream about them, send them light. Oh, you're gonna have such a beautiful new beginning. So this is what your person is feeling and thinking about you, my lovely group 2. God bless, so may it be. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Let me know down in the comments, and I hope to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3, hello my loves. Welcome to a classic pick a card reading on the topic of how is your person thinking and feeling about you. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the sweet fennel oil that smells like some crushed anise seeds. If you have ever drunk some Greek ouzo, you might know what I'm talking about. And it's kind of like a flowery anisey fragrance. It's very herbal, I would say, but sweetly herbal. So maybe this person was quite sweet with you. Maybe this person was like they were very open-hearted from the beginning in this connection with you. I feel like this was a very loving, very compassionate person. They were wearing their heart on their sleeve when they met you. They might have even told you that they love you, like moment that you saw this person. I'm not sure why I'm talking in past tense. Maybe this could be somebody you broke up with, somebody you're currently in separation from. We might be talking here about some sort of trip down memory lane, some melancholic energy. Let's see, I'm kind of getting strong Cancer vibes, Cancerian energy. Let's see what this person is first thinking about you. Whoa. And what are they feeling afterwards when I show you the oracle cards? I said whoa because I see already a massive destined energy. The Tower blocked. The 10 of Swords. Wow, the 7 of Cups blocked. Do we need one more? Yes, we need one more. And the Fool. That's a complete twist of events. And the Hierophant. Happening here? This is like it's like the situation is going from bad to worse to why do I even care anymore? I'm gone, I'm done, kaput, finito, nada, zilch, it's over. I'm hiding in the underworld for you, or away from you. And then all of a sudden we have take a risk with me, we're starting this anew, we're gonna get married, baby, or we're gonna have children. I don't know what to say. I've not encountered such an energy for such a long time. I'm a little bit gobsmacked, flabbergasted, and other such beautiful English words. This person feels like you broke their brain. I don't know how to describe the Tower blocked, more like they've been repressing so much anger. You guys haven't had sex in a while as well. The Tower blocked is like, I cannot sleep with you anymore, or you could not sleep with them anymore. There's a lot of pent up energy that was repressed, and it led to a lot of resentment, a lot of things being swept under the proverbial partnership rug, and it might have led to the destruction of your relationship. I'm not going to unblock these energies. I feel like they've already been unblocked, and this is the aftermath, 333. You have to find a compassionate way to talk to one another from the heart while being honest and just. Not giving each other rules and regulations, not making lists as to what you need to do for me in this connection, but speaking your truth, using I affirmations, not you. This person is thinking so much about you, but mostly their thoughts are negative. They are filled with anger. It's almost like thinking about you has turned toxic in their mind. It doesn't help them sleep. It doesn't help them feel good anymore. It makes them feel like it's the end of a very important cycle, like whatever they were trying to build has gone to smithereens. They feel betrayed, they feel hurt, they feel backstabbed, they feel angry, they feel sexually repressed. But I think they're also waking up from an illusion. They might be trying to explore romantic options at the moment and they are not finding any. Because I think you still, no matter how much they might hate you in this period, and I'm not using this word lightly, I do think that this is a very good indication of hatred. They still understand that the opposite of hatred is love. They wouldn't be able to think so heavily about you. They wouldn't be able to feel so negatively about you if they wouldn't be so connected to you. Seven of Cups. All of their cups are spilled. They're all empty. This person is tired. They have tried so much with you, or they think that they have tried so much with you, and they got nothing back. No emotion, no honesty. They feel like you've just frustrated the hell out of them. You messed with their minds, you messed with their sexual desire, and they don't know what to do. They could actually be crying. Like the more I try to tap into this person's energy, the more darker and heavier, and I feel this knotting in many different knots in my stomach. This person needs to be released from the darkness. But here's the good news. Okay, we sat through the difficult part of this reading. Now here's the sunshine, here's the light. You guys know that as a light worker, that's my job. To show you what I see honestly and as clearly as I'm able to put it into words, and then to help you transform this energy into something more positive. And the Mariel Tarot is helping me big time today. Let's cleanse the energy as well by ringing the bell. The bell activates the higher chakras, everything from Anahata, the heart chakra, upwards. So we have here taking a risk, a leap of faith. I think this person is waiting for you to do something bold, daring, to jump towards them, and to finally say yes to whatever it was that they kept nagging you on about. I feel that this is, they wanted to marry you and you kept saying no, or they wanted to settle down with you and have a family with you, and you were like, nah, I don't want to pass on my trauma to my children, or I don't want to change my body, I'm afraid, or I can't have this responsibility on my shoulders at the moment. They definitely want to have more sex with you. Definitely. They want stability. They want a foundation. They want to start building with you. And they want you to just stop doing whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like stop moving so much. This is what this person would say. They think that you are too inconsistent. You're too all over the place. You're running away from your feelings, and they need you to pour your feelings onto them. I feel like this is the kind of individual that gets sexually aroused when they know a person for a long time, when there is heart-based energy. Especially if this person is Cancerian. I don't know why I'm getting very strong Cancerian energy. I'm getting Taurus, and I'm getting Aquarius, but also Aries. For me, the Fool can represent a large number of astrological signs, and Aries is usually this bright, bold, daring, impulsive energy. So maybe you guys have some Arian points in your chart. A commitment is coming after a very important, necessary period of destruction, negativity, things exploding out to the surface. A brand new start, a risk. This person wants to see that you are willing to take risks for them and that you have the capacity to commit to something. Wow, that was a bit of a tough love kind of interpretation. This person is pretty judgmental at the moment, but it's only because they are caught up in so much pain, or they think that they are in pain. Because let's check their feelings, okay? Let's check their feelings. Refinement, Dahlia. Yeah, their feelings for you are growing. They're growing to the next level. They're expanding. They're trying to see your point of view. They're trying to understand what went wrong in this connection. They still feel a lot for you. We have not only a plant that looks very prosperous and exuberant. Dahlias to me look very meaty as plants, if I can use that adjective. They have many petals, right? So they're prosperous. They have plenty. And pink dahlias especially, well, they talk about romantic feelings. The romantic energy is still there, but it's blocked by this dark cloud of overthinking, of I'm not good enough, of why is this happening? Why can't we do this? You know, that's kind of the energy. Their mind is like, and their heart is like, I love you. I'm sorry for these metaphors, but this is how I'm able to put it into words so you can visualize this person's inner landscape. They still love you. They still love you. We have Scorpio energy. It's like you're tied to one another, mind, body, and soul. And we have the pestle and mortar here. So their feelings are growing while also being destroyed at the same time. It's strange, right? Because when you put something into the pestle and mortar, you need to grind them down, right? So you make from some dried leaves, their dried feelings for you, everything that was kind of calcified in this connection with you that couldn't be expressed or felt. Now it's being ground. Now it's being ground. And it's turning into this noble, thin spice that you can then resprinkle on your relationship and consume. I'm sorry for the metaphors. I'm trying to introduce some humor in this reading because I feel that this has been very, very, very painful for both of you, not only for this person. We have here the gardener. Triomphe de Luxembourg rose. So a triumph, a victory is coming up. Be patient. Allow this person's feelings to grind down. Allow them to sift their anger and transform it into acceptance of the fact that you guys have just moved to a new level. It's like you phoenixized together. You had to be burned down like the phoenix bird in order to rise up from your ashes again. And expect a powerful transformation. Your relationship can never be the same after this, whatever happened here that was incredibly painful. It might be a separation, a divorce. It might be something that just destroyed both of you. And it had to, because you were not communicating with one another. You were not creating intimacy. You were not making love anymore. You were not listening to one another. It could have been a codependent relationship that is now becoming stronger, re-strengthening itself. It's momentarily destabilizing you both so you can understand what you truly want. And I think that you want each other, you want to grow, you want to settle down and have a family together. The gardener is all about watering, planting seeds, building, growing. Beauty. You're growing in beauty, both of you, internally, internal beauty. Forgiveness is coming in your relationship. This person wants to forgive you. This person wants to forgive you. They want you to walk towards them and cry into them, lean into them, kiss them, love them, make love to them. The waterfall, an overflow, an emotional outburst, an overflow of energy. Try not to talk so much to this person as show them how you feel. Try not to bombard them with messages as put themselves in front of them physically. Try to be there for them physically. Try to hug them, Of course, in the manner in which they allow you to, okay, try not to overstep boundaries. If a person says no, don't impose yourself on them, but be there next to them because they're suffering. But it's kind of like they would like you to be next to them as they suffer. That's the only thing that you can do next to a person that's suffering. You can't sit down with them and rationalize their feelings. That's not helping anyone. And a lot of people unfortunately do that. You can just sit next to them and allow them to not feel alone as they suffer. And then the feeling passes and their energy comes back and you guys can move forward. They want to forgive you. In their heart, they might have already forgiven you. Emotionally, they see this separation or this pain as a brand new opportunity to transform your connection. The sliver of the new moon, sorry. It could be that at the next full moon, the full moon that will happen from the moment when you see this reading. We have a full moon in Aries on the 9th of October at the moment at which I'm filming this, but it could be any kind of moon. This person wants you to take a chance with them again, to persevere with them, to not give up on them. They see that a fresh opportunity will be created for you guys to express your feelings. Work with the energy of the new moon if you're trying to remanifest the forgiveness moment, an opportunity for love, an opportunity to take a leap of faith and commit to one another from a deeper place than in the past. Sometimes we meet the love of our lives and we take the relationship for granted. And we tend to fall into a rut, and that rut turns into some toxic habits, and then the tower comes in to shake us up, to remind us what truly matters, so that we can become grateful for the fact that this person entered into our life, and that we, by fighting for our connection, we revitalize our energy, we revitalize our sexuality. The tower is Mars. So your Mars placement in your chart is not working properly in this period, and this is what led to the tower. Or this person's Mars energy is not working properly. So you guys have to activate each other once again. That thirst for life, that passion, that blood red energy, the vitality, that craving, that desire, almost that animalistic energy needs to be brought back, needs to be acknowledged. You are both human and animal. You're not just an angel floating about, living in your mind. You are this beast. You have a body that has some pretty lusty needs. Yeah? So we have here as well the desert, solitariness or solitude. In this moment of solitude, I feel like this individual is understanding how much they miss you, how much they want to forgive you, how much they want to grow with you. And I think you're doing the same. You're both understanding how important it is to reconnect with one another, how important it is to take this massive leap of faith forward and just commit to one another, ground into this love. Your connection needs roots. And that's what you're both going to come together to feel and talk about. And it might be that this might happen, this rooting down could happen in a desertic landscape, maybe in a country that is affected by desertification, or it might happen in one of the warmer months of the year, summer, August, in terms of time span, time energy, because some of you are wondering, when is this going to happen? When your Mars is going to be revitalized, when you're going to be feeling all of those things that I mentioned before. Yeah. Wow, this packed a punch. I hope that this reading helped. I hope it served. God bless you in whatever you choose to do in this situation. I hope you got clarity from how your person is feeling. And yeah, I hope to see my next one, and take great care of yourself. Ciao. Hey group 4, hello my loves. Welcome to a pick a card reading on the topic of what is your person thinking and feeling about you right now. This is for those of you that were drawn to this woody, earthy, mossy vetiver essential oil. You could be thinking about an earth sign, most likely a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. This can be a person that really struck you as being a wonderful, stable person. You might have seen like your whole life flash in front of you when you met them. This individual kind of, because this vetiver oil is extracted from the root of a plant, this is like settling in or into something with this person. Maybe you might have even wanted to move in together with this person. This person's energy kind of hit you at the root. It affected your idea of stability and what you want to create and to anchor into in life. So very powerful energy already to begin with, but it's powerful not in the way that it packs a punch and it's shocking and spontaneous. It's like a slow, gentle massage like burn that is kind of trickling into your consciousness. The idea that I think I might want commitment. I think I might want stability. I think stability is not something boring or bad. I think I actually want to create it in my life. So very interesting shifts in awareness that this person might have created. I have a feeling that this person could be older than you, or they are like an old soul. Like they could be some sort of karmic teacher or some sort of dharmic spiritual master that appeared in your life in the shape of a person that you're crushing on, or you're in love with the whole purpose of helping you grow, of helping you overcome your limits. So let's see what they're thinking about you, and then I'm going to show you the oracle cards about what they're feeling for you. Wow. So we have here the mastermind, the organizer, the one that knows all, sees all, feels all, thinks all, acts however he pleases, and it's usually the right action. It's the right thought, it's the right feeling. This is the combination of all the other kings in the tarot. The sword energy, the fire energy, the wands energy, the cups, the water, and the earth, the pentacles. This person is thinking that you know and they know that you are the one for them. We see here these little fish on his sword, which speak about a very developed intuition, a highly enhanced one, which is usually people with highly developed intuitions are people that have a variety of life experiences. And they're able to make quick decisions, and they're able to make good quick decisions because they can fall back on a reservoir of many different experiences. So this person has lived through a lot, can be a very old soul. Even though they might be in a young body, they feel ancient. They might actually be one of your ancestors incarnate. And I feel that this person is meant to uplift you. It's meant to help you see your true worth. It's meant to raise you socially through the public role that they might give you. This could even be you crushing on a boss figure. But I think most likely this is a romantic situation where this person is making a plan to woo you, to come toward you. This person is scheming, sketching, plotting, analyzing, creating spreadsheets, creating a plan of action. They're trying to understand, how can I overcome that fortress? You. Yeah. They're very determined. Yeah, they want to get you. Their willpower is strongly activated. You present a challenge, and they are willing to rise up to it. Yeah, they want to prove themselves to you, and they want to prove something maybe deeper to the whole collective that they are leading, because the Emperor is the leader. Maybe they want to show other people that the power of love can overcome anything. Because the next card that we have here is impulsivity, the Temperance card blocked. In spite of the fact that they are so determined to get you, their plans are momentarily thwarted by enemies, open enemies or hidden foes. This person is dealing with a lot of, I think, energetic blocks, but also real human physical blocks. People that keep asking for their attention, keep demanding them to be paid for something. This person could have been recently engaged in some sort of legal battle. So at the same time as all of these things are happening around them, they are feeling as if they had enough thinking about this connection with you. They had enough planning and scheming. And they want to just like jump in. They want to come and see you. They want to pursue you. This is Aries energy meets Sagittarius energy. Incredibly passionate. Feeling as if you're meant to be. Because both signs are fire signs, and fire energy is the closest to spirit. It's the one that quickly rises up and reaches the divine, traveling with the speed of light. And I see here very clearly here that you really turn this person on. I mean, you can see the sword, right? This person has a little bit of an arrogant side. They have that kind of big dick energy if they're a man. But they could also have that wet ass pussy, I'm the best, you know, you'll never have anybody better than me, tighter than me, you know. And I have the feeling that, sexual things aside, this person kind of wants to do something a little bit bad, a little bit risky, a little bit impulsive. Like they had enough with being orderly, with being the careful planner, with being that leader that everybody depends on. Now they want to do something selfish for themselves. And they want to chase you, they want to hunt you down. Let's see, how can we unblock this Temperance card? They're struggling a little bit though with their very clear and orderly logical mind and with their desires. I feel that this person continues to think that they should keep their desires under wraps. Oh, there might be a baby involved. So for some of you, I'm seeing two branches of energy splitting. This means it's a message for two different groups. For the first group of you out there, this person has a child. You are not aware of the fact that this person has a child, and they're trying to protect their relationship with this child. They're trying not to give in to their desires, this tiger inside of them that is burning under their skin and wants to kind of reach you and chase you and hunt you down. They're trying not to do that because there is a child involved here, and they're trying to protect this child. For others of you, the second branch, this person doesn't have a baby, but they're afraid of getting you pregnant. They're not sure whether they're up for this commitment yet. And I think that they might want to be a little bit reckless sexually with you. So there might be an increased likelihood that they will get you pregnant, considering the things that they want to do to you. So there is a fear of becoming a father or a mother, a fear of having a child, a fear of this additional life responsibility for some of you. And for others of you, there is this need to protect the child that they already have with a previous partner that I feel they're no longer with. This energy is blocked, which means that they have limited access to this baby. Okay, they might love the baby, they might love to be around the baby and care for it, but there could be some legal problems. There might be some sort of order in place, some court order, some sort of visiting hours that they can access in order to reach this baby. So there is a vulnerable energy here. This is what this person is thinking. One more card. Can we see one more card? I'm curious, I don't know why, but what? So I saw the Three of Swords, a three-party situation that is at the moment trying to be overcome. Knight of Wands, impulsivity, adventure, wanting to have fun, wanting to jump in. You're speaking here to a Sagittarius or with a Sagittarius, most likely also could be an Aries or Leo. Whoa! Sagittarius, Capricorn could be a person born on a cusp. The Knight of Wands and the Devil. This, oh my God, what is it with energies today? Jesus Christ. And I think we need Jesus Christ. We need to summon him in this reading, because like with these energies, oh mama, this is like Dungeons and Dragons type of sex. It's medieval, you know. This person wants to go medieval on your ass. They could want to punish you for something, running away from them, tempting them, I don't know. They have these kind of like sex is pain, love is pain kind of energy. But oh, they want you. They cannot stop thinking about you. I think that you constantly like infiltrate their thoughts, no matter what they're doing. It's like, oh, I had that thought about you wearing that skimpy outfit, or you know, they might need some sort of relief throughout the day. They might touch themselves thinking of you. You're this person's darkest obsession, sweetest masochistic desire. Yeah, wow, okay. Okay, I think we had enough of their thoughts. Let's see what they're feeling right now, yeah? Their thoughts are very lusty and pragmatic, I have to say. I mean, with these powerful energies, Jesus. The Emperor and the Devil, and they came upright. And then the Knight of Wands, you see the dark wolf, right? With the thunder in its paw. And we have the Tiger blocked as well. Let's unblock the Tiger. We need some sort of Angel of Temperance. We need some sort of balance in this energy, because this is massive. It could be some ego issues here. This person's ego could be massive, as is their sexual desire for you, as is their desire to control you, because the Emperor is quite controlling, as is their fear of getting you pregnant. Let's see, what are they feeling for you? Oh, the Gambler. They feel something that gets hot 1 minute and then it dies down the next minute. This person might have some sort of undiagnosed emotional disorder. They might be wondering, what's wrong with me? Why can't I feel? Why can't I get in touch with my spiritual side? Why can't I sustain emotions? It's like they spark up and then it dies down, and they kind of have to put effort into feeling things. Fortune's Yellow Rose. They are, however, very fortunate. They think that it was a stroke of massive luck. The fact that they saw you, the fact that you appeared in their awareness. We see here 3 flowers, and we see here the color yellow. I'm kind of thinking that this person could be bisexual and they haven't told you. I think that this person's lust expands beyond their opposite sex. I think that it includes a variety of different fetishes and practices, and just a desire to experience physical pleasure from any kind of situation, any kind of person. God. I'm hearing something like through any orifice. I'm sorry, but it came, you know, I had to say it. But this person's feelings, they might come and go, but it's kind of like there is a steady hum in the background, because we have the old garden rose. So this person kind of latches on to an individual. They find it very hard to let go of that person. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. Strength. Feelings are very strong, but they're also trying to pretend like they don't have any feelings. They're trying to move whatever they're feeling here, right up to their mind. Information superhighway. They're trying to overthink things. They're trying to be in this Emperor, you know. I plan, I organize. I don't just mess about with emotions. What can you do with emotions? Nothing. And I want to do a lot of things, and I want to do a lot of naughty things to your body and to my body. So this person quickly goes into their mind. They quickly focus on practical things, and it's working against them. It's helping them have very messy relationships. There is a lot of bright yellow light. This person has a lot of confidence nonetheless. It's kind of weird energy, because we see here like a woman holding tiger cubs, and we saw the tiger here. So maybe this person is afraid of actually, they feel that they are quite bad. Like, I'm bad to the bone. There's something toxic about me, but I kind of revel in it. And they're afraid of multiplying this into the world. That's why they might be afraid of having a family with you, getting you pregnant, having a baby by you. I just think this person needs to truly value themselves, appreciate themselves, and think a bit more optimistically. They are quite dark. Their thoughts are very dark. As you could see, the powerful cards that we have here, their thoughts are powerful and they're darkened. But if they could only find the strength to allow their feelings, because I feel like they're very childlike in their feelings. They're very exuberant. If they allow that exuberance to color their mind, they can actually manifest more positive relationships. The cucumber, we have the emotion card here, Cancer energy. So they tend to think with their nether regions. Yeah, that's why I was laughing. They tend to be quite cheeky, quite tongue-in-cheek. Well, I can clearly say that the way they think of you, it quickly goes down to their nether regions. Like, this is an individual that gets aroused by people that they have a strong emotional attachment to, people they idealize and worship. But it's also that they express love by doing things to your body. That's how they feel that they are attached to you, by having frequent love by making frequent love with you, by having sex with you, by touching you, caressing you. That's how they feel that there's that intimacy created. They're very physical, very, I believe only in what I touch. Okay, we have here expansion, north. It's like you're their north star. Their north node could be strongly activated, like you're an obsession for them. They want more of you. They can't stop thinking of you. You're their growth zone. You're not at all comfortable as an experience in their life, but they cannot help themselves. They want more of you. Yeah, so when a person's moon, sun, Venus touches strongly upon our north node, we tend to kind of like want them more and more, and we don't understand why. Well, it's because that's what our soul is growing into. You help fulfill this person's dharma, their destiny in this lifetime, through how you are, through how you express yourself. And that's why this person is so drawn towards you, but it's also making them super uncomfortable, because that's what they need to grow into. And if this person is not comfortable to grow, if they like to stagnate, then this is going to be a tricky connection for them. And then we have embracing. You guys will be together. You will be together. You'll be able to light the spark. We see here cinder, sunset, and the stork. I feel like you guys are meant to have a baby together. I feel like you're gonna overcome these fears. I feel like eventually the angel is gonna defeat the devil, or you might find a way to work with these both. Yeah, you could be angels in societies and demons in the bedroom. And I think that you guys are finally going to manage to tame whatever wild energy is between the two of you and find a way to come together, because you're essential for each other's growth in this incarnation. And you're meant to have a baby together as well. Okay? Whether you bring this baby biologically into the world or you adopt it, that's up to you guys, but you're meant to grow life together and heal your hearts as you do that. This reading has been a bit longer. I do apologize for that. I hope it served and it inspired you. Take great care of yourself. Don't give up faith. This connection will turn around. And I'm sending you lots of light. Take care. Hey group 5, hello my loves. Welcome to a pick-a-card reading on the topic of how is your person thinking and feeling about you right now. This is for those of you that were drawn to this lavender essential oil, the classic, universal, best choice for essential oils. This person could be a classic depiction of their gender roles, so maybe a classically beautiful woman or a classically rugged man, somebody that has quite a traditional persona, but you love that. There's something timeless about the way they style themselves, about the way they speak, their values. I feel like this is a dependable individual, somebody that kind of, I feel like it makes you proud when you think of this individual. It kind of like your heart swoons a little bit, like, oh, you know. This person could have a profession that is well regarded in society. They could be defending the country, working in the military. They could be a doctor, helping, healing people. They could be a lawyer, defending people in court, or a prosecutor. There's just something quite noble and worthy of respect. This person, when they walk into a room, it's like they raise the level of dignity in that room, if I can put it in this way. So let's find out who this individual is. I think that this person also can calm you down, can bring a lot of solace to your heart, because they promise you something that is timeless, like a diamond. Yeah. So let's see. First of all, we're going to be looking at this person's thoughts about you, and then we're going to be exploring with the help of oracle cards their feelings. Yeah. What do we have here? Oh, okay. You're gonna like this. So, they're thinking about a conversation that you recently had, a conversation where you managed to stand your ground with a lot of determination. You explained to them something in such a logical manner that it completely changed their mind about a situation you both discussed. They saw that you're a person that is able to negotiate even in tough circumstances. They might have seen you handle a tantrum, deal with an emotionally immature person. You might have told them something about your past, something very difficult that you managed to overcome. I feel like at the moment they're raising their admiration and level of respect for you. I feel like they keep thinking of you with a lot of dignity. Again, there's this word dignity, right? So it could be that you have met this person through your work, and I think that a lot of you are here wondering if this person has any feelings for you, because I think you're quite collegial, polite, and respectful with each other, and you're here inquiring whether, is this person kind of like into me? Are they crushing into me? Did I make kind of like a sexual and romantic impression on them? With the Queen of Swords here, I feel that they do respect your mind. They love how outspoken you are. They love how intelligent you are. You could have a really good flow. You are able to communicate both verbally and in written forms in a very beautiful way, in a very balanced way. You are clearly, obviously intelligent and educated, well-read as well. You come at them with facts. You come at them with previous knowledge, both learned from books and from your life experience, and they love what they see. You also are able to enjoy the unknown. You like occult, esoteric things. You like to stretch the limits of your rational mind, which is very sharp. So I can see that they think of you as a person that has been through a lot, but you are incredibly mentally strong. Nobody can mess with you. Nobody can tell you otherwise. You know what you believe in and you're willing to fight for it. What else are they thinking? They're a little bit restless. Maybe you said something to them that provoked them to grow. You gave them a different perspective on how they come across. Maybe they thought that they are a good communicator, but then they met you and they're wondering, am I really such a good communicator? Because look at this Queen of Swords, this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You're in this energy at the moment. You don't have to be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. 444 when I said that, moment of growth. But this person perceives you as a Queen of Swords at the moment. Even if you're a man, they see you as perfectly capable of marrying your intuition with your previous knowledge. Your reason can also allow for occult understandings of the world. You could be a man that works as a lawyer and enjoys astrology, for example. You don't see a contradiction between these two frames of thinking, like the majority of people that are quite limited in their thinking would see. So you're open-minded. And you remained open-minded and a good communicator, even if you have been undergoing some pretty traumatic situations in your life that made you escape in your mind rather than be in your body or in your soul. This person really admires you. They admire you. They also think that you could have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. You made them restless. You also cleared some confusion that they had. You came at them with facts. You showed them the receipts. And now they're thinking about this connection with you from a completely different light. The clouds are melting. If there was some sort of misunderstanding between the two of you, now they see with more clarity. A brighter day is coming. They're able to see the bigger picture. Maybe they were just focused on a small detail. They might have had some sort of prejudice against you. And then you cleared that up. You stood up for yourself. You said, no, I'm not this kind of person that you think I am. Let me show you who I really am. Let me explain to you something so that it hits home. And oh boy, did it hit home. Now this person keeps being flooded with memories, snippets from that conversation that they had with you. They keep seeing your strength in other people. They keep comparing whatever went down between the two of you with other women in their lives or men in their lives. And it's like they cannot find somebody that kind of outsmarts you or kind of gives them the same perspective that you've given them. You shifted something in their awareness. You made them understand something from a completely different light, and I think they're very grateful for that. They're also a little bit unnerved. They're slightly irritated, I would say. They can't find their peace of mind. And I think this is because lovers, they think you would be an excellent match for them. Yeah. They see you in high regard. They have the best intentions towards you. They're actually wondering, I mean, could this work out? Did I really find my match? Because this is about equal love, right? We are both on the same level. We both help each other grow. We both are so good for one another's development. You know, I help you, you help me. I grow with you, you grow with me. We inspire each other. This person feels blessed or thinks that they are blessed that they have met you. We're still in the realm of thought. They think that you would be a great match for them. They are thinking of partnering up with you for something more long-term. And they think it was a fated lucky encounter that they met you. They think that you are their intellectual counterpart. And they're very happy that they met a person as intelligent and as dedicated to an ideal, to a value, to fact-checking as they are. They also love how open-minded you are. And they also love how you transform any difficult emotional situation into an opportunity for growth, for learning. You see the lesson, you adopt a wise perspective. They love that about you, this emotional maturity. I see Gemini energy very strongly here on the table. Duality, opposites attract, magnetism. They could have something that you lack, and you could have something that they lack. And that's why they think that together you'd be a perfect whole, a complete circle. This is so beautiful. I don't want to pull more cards about their thinking. I don't want to spoil this. So you're making them restless because they keep thinking about what a great pair you would make together. How you can support one another. How having you by their side will help them fulfill their ideals. How you will fight for them, for the relationship, for what you believe in. They think that you're also very honest with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I need to bring this point home to you. They think that you're very honest, almost to a fault. Let's see what they feel about you. The Scientist. And I'm kind of reminded of the Coldplay song, Questions of Science, Science and Progress could not speak as loud as my heart. You really got this person in their feelings. This person prides themselves on being so rational and so like a stickler for details, you know. They follow the written rule. And you actually got them out of that. I think that they're a little bit messy. They might have forgotten something from their incredibly organized routine. This person could have like a daily routine that they stick to, and they keep forgetting their keys. They keep missing their lattes. They keep forgetting to call that person, that important conversation that they need to have at 2 o'clock, you know. Their assistant might be a little bit befuddled right now. It's like, oh my God, what's happening to this person? Aren't they in love? You're making this person not concentrate, yeah? There is some sort of emotional control that they still try to create in this situation. I'm not going to lie, this Memorial Rose. This could be a person that is that lost somebody in their life, literally lost them. 11/11 when I said that, yeah, and they're looking for a new beginning. So they might have lost a partner. They could be a widow, a widower. They could have separated. They could be a divorcee, or they might have just left a long-term commitment because it didn't feel right anymore. So there is a tinge of melancholy to their overall demeanor, but they thought that they overcame that emotional thing. And now you, with your really honest, very open, highly intelligent, piercing approach to conversation, you completely kind of shot an arrow to their heart. And now they need science to cure them, to operate on them. We have here courage. You give them this leonic need to roar. You give them this strength, this boldness. You fire them up. There's Braveheart energy. They want to fight for freedom. They want to fight for this connection with you. They want to put in the work. I feel like if this is a person that gets turned on by having arguments with their partner, they think you're a match for that. They think that I can actually have some really sexy arguments with this person, with you. Yeah. So they're thinking, oof, this is a person I can have arguments with, and then we can kiss and make up. You know, this is a person that can stand up to me and can show me a different perspective. This is a person that will call me out on my bluff. They're not just gonna be scared if I raise my voice. They're not gonna run away and look at me as, oh, hail master or mistress. They're actually gonna look me straight into the eyes and tell me, you're making a fool of yourself right now. Yeah, or try to see the situation from the other person's point of view. Don't let the ego get in the way, okay? So this is good. This person feels like you can keep them in check, and maybe they need that. Maybe they need somebody to keep them in check, because I feel like this could be a powerful person, and they're trying not to let the power get to their heads. They're trying not to fall into a hubristic understanding of the world that could mess with their mental health. And you're like a mental health protector. By being so honest with them, by telling them straight off what you think, you give this person courage without feeding their arrogance. Yeah. You are definitely not a person that likes to kiss their feet, you know, or worship them. You're just somebody that relates to them from the same equal plane, and they love that. Purification, their heart is going through some sort of release. We see Gemini energy here. They might need to let go of something. They could have tried to dumb down their feelings by maybe smoking weed or drinking alcohol or ingesting some sort of pills. They're trying to let go of that bad habit that they used in order to block their emotions, in order to maybe regulate their emotions. Because I think that this is a person that is very passionate, but because they have to work in such a rational, kind of straight jacket kind of profession, white collar profession, right? I kind of feel that they have always had to temper down their feelings, you know, have always had to control their energy because success had to be achieved. But now I feel like they're wanting to be more of themselves, more of their authentic selves, and they feel like you can allow them to be that. We see here the snapdragon. We actually call this the lion's mouth in Romanian, gura leului. And it's interesting because we have the lion here, so maybe this person has Leo energy in their chart. I see Gemini, I see Leo very strongly here on the table. Yeah, you give this person courage to be themselves, courage to enjoy feeling things, no longer repressing them. Action. Yeah, this person is going to pursue you, and if you say no, they're going to pursue you until you say yes. Yeah, they can be a little bit domineering, you know. Once they set their heart on something, nothing can stop them. Courage and action, poof, power. You know, when their heart is full of bravery and determination, and they have a clear way to take action, nothing can stop them. They're coming your way. This is a person that will pursue you. They want to pursue you. They feel inspired to pursue you. And they're going to do it if they haven't already. And then we also have to make equal, the equator. Oh boy, this person thinks you're their counterpart. They think that they found the one. And I'm not exaggerating this. This could be a mixed race relationship, by the way. And I feel that whatever mental blocks you guys might have regarding the differences between the two of you are going to be obliterated by this person's passionate action towards you. They're going to sweep you off your feet. So get ready, group 5, for the romance of your lifetime. You see here all these dualities. You see, to make equal, the lovers. We have the Scientist, the Purification card. This is a connection that's going to be so good for your growth, for your heart, for your bank account. You're going to grow. You're not going to stagnate, because this person is going to make sure that things are always going to keep moving between the two of you. Okay? Enjoy. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I love how positive the messages are today. Powerful and positive, which is the stuff that dreams are made of, right? So I hope you take great care of yourself. God bless. May this manifest in your life if you so wish. And I cannot wait to see my next one. Mwah. Ciao. Hey group 6, hello my loves. Welcome to this pick a card reading on the topic of what is your person thinking and feeling about you. This is for those of you that were drawn to the mint essential oil. This is one of my favorites as well. I love mint tea. It's super refreshing. It also helps with problems with, I think, runny tummies. Like if you have any problems with your tummy, the mint kind of creates a barrier. I also feel like the light has shifted for you in the reading today. There's so much more warm, light, soothing energy. So maybe something will be protected, held, and brightened in this connection with this individual on your mind. A wave of fresh energy definitely is coming through. So let's find out, what is this person thinking? I have the Mariel Tarot here to help me with this person's thoughts, and then we're going to explore their feelings. Ooh. Okay. So I see very clearly here that this could be a no contact, separation, we blocked each other, what's the point situation, because I see here a King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. My cat is actually getting herself inside a carton box. I do apologize for the noise, but this kind of tells me that you both retreated. She's such a character. I take whatever cues she's giving me, that there was the need for some readjustments in this connection. You both retreated into your private homes, into whatever gave you protection. This connection was pushing you to grow outside of your comfort zone, but you couldn't make it at the time when you met one another. You both weren't ready to grow. You had other things on your mind. Growth was too much for you at that point. I feel that this could be a connection between a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male, younger, and an older, by a couple of years, not by much, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius woman, Queen of Wands. It might also be that if you are not these astrological signs, you embody these characteristics in this connection. Let's unblock them so you can see them better. 222 when I did that. Wow, wonderful. God bless. So may it be communication, collaboration, union, partnership between this very confident, shamanistic, spiritual, badass babe, exuberant, loving, confident, sexy to a fault, and this sensitive, empathic, artistic, shy, kind of reclusive, domestic individual. A person that is so much into their feelings, and a person that is exuberant with their feelings, a person that loves to create, and a person that loves to hold and maintain. We have here fire and water, which seem incompatible, but actually in alchemical processes, fire and water lead to the pure gold of the heart. It is that step that when blended, they help you ascend, they help you connect with the divine. So we see here that she is nursing a leopard, and we see that this individual, the knight, is nursing a lotus flower, white lotus. This speaks about illumination and confidence. I feel that in this connection, the roles could be reversed. You could feel like you're the man in this connection, even though you're biologically female, and you're asking here about an individual that could look very manly, but is actually very feminine and sensitive internally. And I think that you guys match very well, in spite of the things that you might be thinking and feeling are driving you apart. There's a lot of compatibility here, but it's a compatibility that needs to be kind of molded and worked at. Like you need a dough in order to make a cake. You have to actually put effort into mixing the flour with the water until it actually turns soft and is ready to be baked, right? So using that analogy, it's the only one I got today, okay? So that's what you're getting, food analogies. The North Node is in Taurus, the foodie sign of the zodiac. Maybe you guys are affected by the current transit of the planet Uranus in the sign of Taurus and by this North Node in Taurus. I'm shifting my hair and it was 4:44 when I looked at the recording time. So you guys are going to be given a new opportunity to re-empower yourselves, to speak your truth in this connection and figure out what went wrong. There is heavily the energy of reconciliation, because I see that you guys can no longer wait. The time is up. The karma is lifted. The veil between the worlds is no longer blurred. You are going to get some clarity in the situation. You are being asked to step out of your kind of precious isolation from the cave in which you retreated in order to maybe think about what has happened with this person, maybe soothe your heart if you felt rejected by them. I feel that also some illusions are being cracked. Pisces energy turned upon itself, which means that Neptune is defeated in this connection, and it means that you both idealize one another, but now you're seeing each other as you truly are, and you're able thereby to have a real connection with one another. You're able to see each other's qualities and faults, and to do the work of accepting each other for what you really are in order to be able to love one another. So I feel that the waiting is over. You guys are coming back together for a reunion. And why do I say that? Because these two cards came upright. The Chariot, full speed ahead, baby, and the Star. So this person wants to come towards you. This person is determined, has the willpower, finally, the vitality to be hopeful about the connection with you. They see you as this bright energy. I mean, you see the Star, right? This beautiful lady walking through a field, making everything grow around her. And the Chariot as well, it's this individual that is wearing traditional garments, has opened their heart, and is allowing the wolves, both the black wolf of their unconscious desires and the three white wolves of this person's solar determinations, conscious awareness, letting both of these, or this quadruple wolf-like energy, to push them in your direction. They had to do some shadow work while away from you. They had to understand some things about themselves. There's so much light reflected from the cards onto my throat, my neck. It can be something here about neck, throat problems. Maybe this person suffered from some sort of infection that blocked them from breathing properly, from speaking well. There might have been a tracheotomy. So an operation that is helping you breathe better, speak better. Catherine Zeta-Jones mentioned it to the press that she had one, and she even has the scar up to this day. And she's a Libra Sun. We are in Libra season right now. Maybe these things mean something to you guys. I felt the need to tell them to you. So they see you as a star. You are so radiant, you are so attractive. They like your style, they like how unique you are. You really stand out from a crowd. There's just something about you, maybe your voice, maybe how tall you are, how you dress, your mannerisms, right? There's something very unique about you, you know? Like method actors would love you if they were trying to play you or embody you for a biopic of your life. You also have the potential to become quite well known. You could be rising in your profession, and they love that about you. They love how ambitious you are. So this person is right now gathering the courage, and they're already on their way to you. You could hear a knock on the door, you could receive a text message, you could receive an email from them. It's really important to keep a hopeful perspective, because things are actually moving and shaking towards the direction that you wanted them to. After this block, separation, oh, we're not compatible, this is wasting my time. Now I feel that the waiting is over, High Priestess blocked, and you're both stepping out of this cave of isolation and privacy, and I'm just gonna be by myself, studying and doing something really different, trying not to think of you. And now fate intervenes. We have major arcana energies. So whether you whether you want to be with this person or not, you're not going to have a choice. This person will make a reappearance in your life. And I'm not saying this to trigger you. This is not going to be against your will. Don't worry. But there is a powerful reunion energy coming back in your life with this Knight of Cups. And it's up to you to decide whether you want to forgive this person, allow them in, mend the broken bridge, whether you're going to be completely swept off your feet by this person's complimenting you, because I feel that they're coming with a lot of good words, a lot of praise towards you, and they're coming with ambitious plans, ambitious goals. They had time to think about what they really want from you, and they're gonna communicate this to you. This is what they're thinking. They're thinking that the waiting is over. They're thinking that your differences are not irreconcilable. They're thinking that they want to move forward with you. In some cases, this could be a person that you filed paperwork to get a separation form or a divorce, and they don't want to let you go. They had a change of mind. They had a change of heart. Speaking of their heart, let's see what's in their heart. The Citizen, they want to play by the rules. They don't want to be rebellious. Whatever faults they had in the past, whatever moments where, like an ostrich, instead of standing bravely by your side, they might have put their head in the sand. They're not going to do that anymore. They want to take on responsibilities. They want to play by the book, by the rule, put one foot in front of the other. We have here again another pink rose. There's so much romance reigniting in this reading today. I'm so happy because the messages have been so tough lately. Modern garden rose. They think that together you guys can be a really hip, cool, creative, innovative couple. You guys might actually be YouTube creators together, or you might have like your own DIY projects. And they think that if you combine your creativity and your imagination, you can produce this beautiful alchemical reaction, and you can have more of what you guys already are producing, each on your own sides. So a wave of prosperity, this is what this person envisions when they think of you. They feel that their feelings are clear. They feel that their attraction and desire for you is now crystal clear. They're not doubting, they're not confused. They don't have somebody else weighing heavily on their heart anymore. They feel like, you know what, I want to make this public. I want to make this public. I want people to know how I feel. And my feelings are now very clear to me. And I'm going to communicate them to group 6. I'm thinking of acting. I'm thinking that this person is my superstar. This person is worth the effort. You are worth the effort. The truth. This person's feelings for you are real. They're honest. You have nothing to be worried about. Truth next to clarity. I mean, it's crystal clear. It cannot be more clear. It's bright blue, right? Evident. Yeah, this person just really, I don't know what else to say. It's very clear. It's like more words are only going to complicate the situation. This person loves you. The soul, passion, you touch their heart. There could be some sort of asteroid connections. Your Juno could be touching their Venus or their Mars. There's a strong soulful pull towards each other. Juno represents the asteroid of the wife, the home life, the married world. I can create an astro love report for you if you're interested in that, the Love Asteroids report. Check the second link in the box, in my description box. I provide you with a range of services, and one of them is this Love Asteroids report. We can look at Juno in your chart. But you completely touched them. It could have been something like a deep soul recognition. The moment this person looked into your eyes can be incredibly alluring to them. They hold the secrets to their past lives and to their future here with you in this incarnation. And then we have the banana duality. Fighting through oppositions, needing to accept each other's differences. You guys can make gold, but you have to accept that the other person is very different from you, and that you can love and accept and build something with somebody that might not have everything in common with you. Yeah, so you have to be brave and open-minded enough to allow this person in, because this person wants to make the effort. And I see here something about the group. Either you guys will create a large family together, or this person wants that with you. Or it could be that this person is supported by a group of followers, subscribers, friends, co-workers, the public. It could be that you have this allure and they love that. We have here yellow and pink, heart chakra energy, solar plexus chakra energy. I'm so proud of this love that I feel for you. I want to show it to the world. So this person wants to make your connection official. They want to reconcile first of all, and then they want to take the next level. They want to rise up in this love with you, because your final tarot card that we had here is the Star. So much hope, paths opening up for you. Where before there were blocks and obstacles and closed windows and doors, now everything is being like poof, burst open. Okay, so your wish is coming true, group 6. And I am getting a little bit itchy in my crown chakra, which means that there are some more downloads coming up for you. Be mindful of what you dream tonight after you watch this reading. It's going to be something that will give you further clues as to what to expect. You could have a precog dream. So make sure that you are ready, set, and able to remember some of the things as you wake up the next morning. This is what I had for you, group 6. I really hope you have enjoyed this. If you like the idea of a reconciliation, grab hold of this opportunity, because you will have it, okay? So God bless, so may it be, if you so wish. I'm sending you on your way with lots of love, and I cannot wait to see my next one. Bye. Mwah.